Wait, wait, no.
Hey, Cole, I just found a new cleaner for the tile.
Why? This is a good color.
Good idea.
Oh, you went up the floor again.
It'll change the color of the grout.
Why not a tile?
The floor.
Let's go to the mall and get something.
Yeah.
We introduce Frankie and Michael.
Who are they?
Yeah.
Hey, Frank?
Yes.
Very nice. That's pretty?
Marie. No, but the back of your head is good. You wait at that.
Oh, why did you tell me that?
Wait and laugh at it later. Oh, I think you can put it on the shelf. I don't know.
No, that was there on the table. Not on the table. But the pages don't turn. Yeah. Tell me one
That's
shot.
after 50 years.
Take that long to read then.
Oh, yeah, well, let me see. Well, good thing the pages don't turn. Can't read. Thank you all.
I thank you. Wait, there's more right here. This goes with this? No.
Well, she used to, when Donna's birthday, she used to go like this. Open it up.
Isn't that the card
Right
that
by
goes
the
with it?
seams. And take the paper and fold it.
Jackie, is that the card that goes with it?
Must be from Dolly and Cal.
I don't know.
You think?
That's not the
No, that would be.
That's right there. That tape.
This?
That's the one you took off that box.
No, this is from my mother before, right? She was.
Yeah, your card's in here. Trying to get us fixed up.
I thought the blue came off the other card.
There it is. Here you are.
I'll tell you, you see now.
This is
Going down on the window.
All right, you go.
It says.
Open that up in your face.
If there's something wrong.
Thank you.
Open it up in front of you.
What'd you say?
You can read it. It's got glasses.
Giving, sharing, caring, and watching dreams come true. And brought you silver memories and the others rattles too. It's a joy to wish you happiness untold, and silver days ahead, turning to precious gold.
That's pretty. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Can't give them away.
Does anybody want to get a colada? Boy, you would couldn't change all this. Just sit there and relax. Donna, I just saw her in black. What? Change all.
Karen.
Oh, how cute.
Finally goes,
On both. We're not ready to shake. No. Wait, all right.
That's right at the mall, that's a good fun. Next time we'll see you, right?
I guess I'll have to.
you don't like them? Oh, Ma, you want to get a colada?
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Now are you gonna dance to your wedding song?
What was his wedding song?
Love is many
Another 25, 45, or whatever.
cry to you, O Lord. Lord, hear my voice. Let your ears be attentive to my voice in supplication.
Consecutive year at the reception after Mass in the parish hall for the couples and their family members and friends. They shall receive, those 7 shall receive a different commemorative plaque than last year's in tribute to their wise determination to add a spiritual dimension to their annual marriage anniversary celebration by renewing their vows. Shortly, these couples will renew their marriage vows in the presence of God, asking Him to strengthen and deepen and inspire their love as they continue with the glorious, never-ending work of striving to be one in mind, one in heart, one in affection. The total number of years of marriage that these couples represent is somewhat over 600. The range of years of marriage is from 7 to 67. As you know, the homilies of these masses are reflections on some aspects of love in marriage. Today we'll think about communication in marriage. Communication, the art of talking with each other, saying what we feel and mean, saying it clearly, and really listening to what the other says. That is a most essential skill for creating and maintaining all loving relationships, but especially the relationship of marriage. There are several kinds of communication. That of words, that of silence. Sometimes someone goes into a deep freeze and the other saying, "What happened now?" That of listening and that of action. Each of these can either bring a married couple closer or serve to bring distance between them. Now, most often we think of communication as verbal, speaking words. And we forget that we talk to each other in other ways, with smiles, with frowns, handshakes, hugs, eye contact, holding and folding, and a myriad of gestures. These also are languages, important ones, some of which may speak louder than words. A hug can send off so many messages. A glance can suggest 1,000 words. And yet not too many of us advert to, think about, or respect the power of wordless messages. And we should. We don't think very much about what our wordless messages are telling others about us, and especially that other who is my spouse. This communication in marriage involves not only speaking sincerely and sensitively, and also these wordless messages that I just referred to, but very important, listening. But I mean really listening. Real listeners are about as rare as very sensitive speakers. If we listen at all, we usually have the static of our own preconceived ideas working busily and constantly in our minds, so that when all is said and done, we hear not what the other is saying, but only what we are prepared to hear. The pitfalls to true listening are expressed in this thoughtful prose poem by an unknown author. So listen carefully now and see if you recognize what he's saying. He writes, "When I ask you to listen to me and you immediately start giving advice, you have not done what I asked. When I ask you to listen to me, and you begin to tell me why I shouldn't feel that way, you are trampling on my feelings. When I ask you to listen to me, and right away you feel you have to do something to solve my problems, you have failed me, strange as that may seem. Maybe that's why prayer works for some people, because God is silent, not always talking, not always giving advice, trying to fix things. He just listens and inspires and strengthens you to work it out for yourself. So please, just listen and hear me. And if you want to talk, wait a few minutes for your turn, and I promise I'll really try to listen to you. How about that? Another important level of communication is also nonverbal communication through action. In the musical My Fair Lady, Eliza Doolittle's love message was summarized in the song, Show Me. If you love me, she shouted out, don't just talk about it, show me. In other words, put your feelings into action. Make that favorite food. Send the flowers. Remember the birthday or anniversary. Create your own loving holidays to celebrate. Don't just wait for Valentine's Day. Good communication. So very important if a married couple is to grow ever closer in unity and love. Good communication should enable spouses to say things like these to each other. I'll give you 4 samples. 1, tell me often that you love me through your talk, your actions, your gestures. Don't assume that I know it and you don't have to say it. Our egos are fragile. We need reassurances. Even if I show signs of embarrassment or even deny that I need it, don't believe it. Do it anyway. 2, compliment me often for things well done. Don't downgrade, but reassure and encourage me if I fail. Don't take the many things I do for you for granted. Appreciation will inspire me to repeat them. 3, let me know when you feel low or lonely or misunderstood. It will make me stronger to know that I have the power to comfort you. Remember, though I love you, I still can't always leave you in mind. 4, let others know you value me. Public affirmation of our love makes me feel very special and very proud. It is good to share the joy of our relationship with others. Now, some of us here may think that what I've just cited isn't really necessary between people who love each other, that these things will occur spontaneously. Well, they don't. That's the trouble. And it is these aspects of communication that are the cornerstones of a healthy, ever-growing loving relationship. Here's a final and most important point, and it concerns how God blesses marriage. One thesis that rings loud and clear both from Christian theology and human experience is this: it takes 3 to make a marriage truly flourish and truly last: husband, wife, and a loving Lord. This is not pious prattle, not something that's way out there, but something based on the reality of creation. After all, it was God who shaped male and female for each other to be united physically, emotionally, and spiritually. It was God who, as the book of Genesis tells us, looked on what he had made and found it very good. And this God is always accessible, always there. Not in some hazy, ghost-like way, kind of a bright cloud hovering over the home of husband and wife, but a caring intelligence. One thing is certain: God never stops loving husband and wife, even if their love for him should weaken and fade. He will live in them as in a temple as long as they want him to. Whenever they lift lips and hearts to him, he will be there to listen. Now this is not, I admit, an infallible preventive against all the spiritual diseases that can afflict married life together, but it surely beats trying to go it alone. All things, said Jesus, are possible with God. All things. Even a half century or more of life and love together, as we see exemplified with some of our couples here today. In a few moments, those couples will be renewing their vows, and I invite all of the wedded ones among us to link your hands, murmur softly, or in your hearts, the words of renewal that they will be saying. Would you rise now, you couples? Hold each other, turn toward each other, and hold each other's right hands, and look at each other as I say the words I ask you to repeat. First, the gentleman, repeat after me with full and spirited voice. I say your name. Reaffirm my marriage vows, and rededicate myself to you. In good times and in bad, in sickness and in health, I will love you and reverence you all the days of my life. And now the ladies, I say your name, reaffirm my marriage vows, and rededicate myself to you in good times and in bad.
Kathy's too short to show the picture.
I will love you and reverence you all the days of my life. Let us pray. Loving Father, shower your blessings on these couples who have just renewed their marriage vows. They have come before your altar with happy hearts to offer their thanks to you. Grant that they may continue to live in genuine Christian love and attain with their family and friends the joys of many more years together. Amen. You may kiss the bride. And now, as some of you know, it's our custom to have Marie Jo and Richard Thune sing a beautiful hymn song composed by Marie Jo, which is very special application for this renewal of vows Mass. We dedicate the song today to these couples who have just renewed their vows, and indeed to all the married couples who are present. I recommend again that you hold hands, make the words of the song, that you'll hear your words, the title of the song, You and I. Let's listen to it with our ears and with our hearts.